Welcome back to Smart Ride Media, the channel where we bring you the future of cars with in-depth reviews, exclusive updates, and exciting first looks. Today, we have a massive lineup to talk about 10 brand new Honda cars coming in 2025 and 2026 that are going to redefine the future of driving. Honda has always been a pioneer in combining performance, efficiency, and innovation. From family-friendly SUVs to futuristic EVs and even the return of legendary sports cars, Honda's upcoming lineup has something for everyone. So grab your seat because over the next 30 to 40 minutes we'll take a deep dive into these upcoming models, exploring their design, features, powertrains, and why they matter in the competitive automotive world. And don't forget, this is Smart Ride Media, so make sure you subscribe to stay updated on all things cars. 2026 Honda Civic facelift. Let's start with the Civic, one of the most iconic nameplates in Honda's history. The 2026 Civic isn't a ground-up redesign but a thoughtful facelift. At first glance, you'll notice sharper headlights, a cleaner grille, and more aggressive bumper styling. Honda's approach here is subtle refinement, keeping the Civic youthful and sporty without straying too far from its proven formula. Inside, the big story is technology. The Civic gets a 12.3-inch fully digital driver display and an upgraded infotainment system with wireless Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and improved voice recognition. Honda has also worked on cabin quietness, adding extra insulation to reduce road noise. For engines, the 2-liter naturally aspirated option remains, alongside the 1.5-liter turbocharged engine. Some markets will also get a hybrid option, making the Civic even more efficient. And of course, enthusiasts can still look forward to the Civic Type R, which continues with over 300 horsepower of turbocharged excitement. This facelift is a reminder that the Civic continues to balance sportiness, reliability, and everyday practicality, a winning formula that keeps it relevant even in a market dominated by SUVs. 2026 Honda Accord. Next up is the Honda Accord, a sedan that has consistently defined comfort and sophistication in its class. The 2026 Accord moves closer to premium territory with a coupe-like roofline, sleek LED headlights, and aerodynamic improvements. Step inside and the cabin feels luxurious. Soft touch leather, ambient lighting, and ventilated seats enhance comfort. A wide curved infotainment display dominates the dashboard, seamlessly blending with the fully digital gauge cluster. Honda is focusing on electrification here, with the hybrid setup taking center stage, pairing a 2-liter engine with dual electric motors. This gives the Accord a smooth, refined ride with plenty of power when you need it. The Accord's hybrid-first strategy is a smart move. As the sedan segment shrinks, Honda knows that making the Accord more premium and fuel-efficient is the best way to keep it relevant and competitive against rivals like the Toyota Camry and Hyundai Sonata. 2026 Honda CR-V. The CR-V is perhaps Honda's most important global model, and the 2026 update takes it to another level. On the outside, the CR-V gains a bolder face with sharper headlights, a broader grille, and muscular lines along the body. At the rear, the signature vertical taillights remain but with a modernized LED treatment. Step inside and the cabin is all about comfort and space. Families will appreciate the 12.3-inch infotainment system, customizable ambient lighting, and improved sound insulation. Honda's safety suite is upgraded with improved adaptive cruise control, lane keeping assist, and even predictive collision warnings. Engine options include the familiar 1.5-liter turbocharged petrol and a 2-liter hybrid system, while some markets may get a plug-in hybrid variant offering around 40 miles of electric-only range. With fuel efficiency, family practicality, and Honda's trusted reliability, the CR-V remains a cornerstone of the brand's lineup. 2026 Honda HR-V. The HR-V has been designed for younger buyers and urban lifestyles. The 2026 model introduces a sportier and more confident look with a wider stance, an aggressive front grille, and sleeker body lines. Inside, it's all about versatility. The HR-V is famous for its magic seat system, and Honda keeps it here, giving you multiple configurations for cargo and passenger space. Rear seat comfort also improves thanks to slightly larger dimensions. Under the hood, Honda is expanding options with a hybrid powertrain in addition to the regular petrol engine. The hybrid setup is perfect for markets like Europe and Asia, where efficiency and lower emissions are critical. For city dwellers, the HR-V delivers style, practicality, and now eco-friendly performance. 2026 Honda Prelude. Now let's talk about something really exciting, the return of the Honda Prelude. This legendary nameplate from the 80s and 90s is making a comeback, and it's not just nostalgia, it's a modern sports coupe with a futuristic edge. The 2026 Prelude features a low-slung, athletic stance, slim LED headlights, and a long bonnet that screams performance. Inside, the cabin is driver-focused with bucket seats, a flat-bottom steering wheel, and a minimalist but high-tech cockpit. What about performance? Rumors suggest a hybrid sports setup, combining a turbocharged petrol engine with electric motors for an output between 350 and 400 horsepower. That puts it in an exciting space, fast enough to thrill, yet efficient enough to fit into Honda's eco-friendly strategy. The Prelude's revival proves Honda hasn't forgotten about enthusiasts, even in this electrified era. 2026 Honda Prologue EV. The Prologue is Honda's first major step into the EV world. Built on GM's Ultium platform, this all-electric SUV is designed to compete head-on with Tesla's Model Y and Hyundai's Ioniq 5. The exterior design is futuristic yet distinctly Honda, with clean lines and a bold stance. Inside, it's all about space and minimalism, with a massive central display and connected smart features. The Prologue is expected to deliver around 300 miles of range, with fast charging capability that adds 100 miles in just 10 minutes. This makes it practical not only for city commutes but also for long road trips. For Honda, the Prologue is more than just an EV, it's a statement that they're ready to compete in the electric future. 2026 Honda Odyssey. Minivans may not be as trendy as SUVs, but the Odyssey proves why they still matter. The 2026 Odyssey comes with smarter sliding doors that can be opened hands-free, a blessing for parents. Inside, you get more comfort and connectivity, from rear entertainment systems to multiple charging ports and improved third-row comfort. A hybrid option also arrives, making the Odyssey more fuel-efficient without losing practicality. For families who value space and features over image, the Odyssey remains unbeatable. 2025 Honda Pilot Hybrid. The Pilot enters 2025-2026 with a rugged new design. It's boxier, bolder, and looks more like an off-road-ready SUV than ever before. Inside, it offers seating for up to 8 passengers, a digital driver's cluster, and a large infotainment system. The big change is the hybrid system, which balances efficiency with power for towing and long trips. Honda also strengthens the Pilot's off-road credentials with improved AWD systems, making it more competitive against rivals like the Toyota Highlander Hybrid and Ford Explorer. 2026 Honda NY1. This small electric crossover is aimed directly at city drivers. With its coupe-inspired roofline, closed grille, and slim lights, the NY1 looks modern and futuristic. Inside, a massive vertical touchscreen controls nearly all functions, giving the cabin a Tesla-like feel. The range of about 250 miles makes it perfect for urban commutes. Honda's EV strategy isn't just about big cars like the Prologue. The NY1 shows they're targeting every segment, including compact urban EVs. 2026 Honda Ridgeline Hybrid. Finally, let's talk about Honda's pickup, the Ridgeline. The 2026 Ridgeline Hybrid brings a tougher design with a bolder grille and stronger proportions. The famous in-bed trunk and smart storage solutions return, making it one of the most practical trucks in its class. With a hybrid powertrain, the Ridgeline becomes fuel-efficient while still offering strong towing capacity. Inside, the cabin is more premium, with larger screens and upgraded materials. The Ridgeline Hybrid shows that Honda isn't leaving behind the pickup market, they're evolving it for modern buyers. Closing thoughts. And that wraps up our deep dive into 10 new Honda cars coming in 2025 and 2026. From the electrifying Prologue and NY1 to the return of the sporty Prelude and the continued dominance of SUVs like the CR-V and HR-V, Honda is proving that it's ready to lead in both innovation and tradition. Which of these cars excites you the most? The sporty Prelude, the futuristic Prologue EV, or maybe the practical family favorites like the Accord and CR-V? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, I'd love to hear your opinions. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button, share it with fellow car enthusiasts, and subscribe to Smart Ride Media for more in-depth automotive content. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Welcome back to Smart Ride Media. If you've watched part 1 of our deep dive into the 10 upcoming Honda cars of 2025 and 2026, you already know Honda is planning one of its most ambitious lineups ever. But the story doesn't end there. In this part, we'll dig deeper into how these cars fit into Honda's global strategy, the technology behind them, and what makes them stand out against the competition. So let's continue this Honda journey. Honda's global strategy for 2025-2026. Honda isn't just updating a few cars. They're preparing for a global transition. In North America, hybrids and plug-in hybrids like the Accord, CR-V, and Pilot are the bridge between gas and full EVs. In Europe and Asia, hybrids will dominate smaller cars like the HR-V and Civic because of stricter emission laws. And in markets like Japan, Honda is pushing compact EVs like the e:Ny1. This global approach ensures Honda doesn't fall into the trap of one-size-fits-all. Instead, they're tailoring cars to what buyers in each region actually need. That's why a Honda CR-V hybrid in the US might look different and offer different features compared to one in Europe or Asia. Honda's EV roadmap beyond the Prologue and e:Ny1. While the Prologue EV and e:Ny1 are Honda's first serious electric offerings, the real transformation comes in the next 5 years. Honda has announced a new Honda E architecture, an in-house EV platform launching by 2026. Unlike the Prologue, which borrows GM's Ultium tech, this new platform will be pure Honda. What does that mean? Expect a new generation of EV sedans and SUVs with ranges between 350 and 500 miles, ultra-fast charging, and even solid-state battery options by the end of the decade. Honda is also developing vehicle-to-grid technology, meaning your EV could power your house during blackouts. Imagine a future where your Honda car is not just transportation, but part of your home energy system. Honda versus the competition. Now, how do these upcoming Honda cars stack up against rivals? The Honda Civic facelift competes with the Toyota Corolla, Hyundai Elantra, and Mazda 3. Honda's advantage is its sporty appeal and tech upgrades, though Toyota has a stronger hybrid presence. The Honda Accord Hybrid battles the Toyota Camry Hybrid and Hyundai Sonata Hybrid. Honda's edge here is refinement and smooth dual-motor tech, while Toyota leans on reliability and long-term efficiency. For SUVs like the CR-V and HR-V, competition is tough. Toyota RAV4, Hyundai Tucson, Kia Sportage, and Mazda CX-5. But Honda's strong hybrid tech and reputation for long-term reliability help them stand tall. The return of the Honda Prelude puts it against cars like the Toyota GR86, Nissan Z, and even entry-level BMW coupes. Honda is betting on hybrid sports power, something unique in this segment. And when it comes to EVs, the Prologue will face Tesla Model Y, Hyundai Ioniq 5, and Ford Mustang Mach-E. While Tesla wins on brand and software, Honda can win on build quality and after-sales service. Honda doesn't always try to be the flashiest. Instead, they build cars that balance excitement, efficiency, and reliability. Technology smarter Hondas. Across the 2025-2026 lineup, Honda is putting big money into technology. Their Honda Sensing 360 safety suite is being upgraded with better lane tracing, adaptive cruise with AI prediction, and blind spot monitoring that covers wider angles. But here's something really interesting. Honda is also investing in autonomous driving. In Japan, they've already tested Level 3 autonomy in the Legend sedan, where the car can handle highway driving with minimal driver input. Expect more of this technology to trickle down into higher trims of the Accord, CR-V, and even the Prologue EV. Inside the cabin, Honda is embracing voice assistance, AI navigation, and smart connectivity. Some models will even have over-the-air updates just like Tesla. That means your Honda could improve over time without stepping into a dealership. Honda and hydrogen, a hidden bet. While most automakers are all in on EVs, Honda is also keeping hydrogen fuel cells on the table. In fact, they're working on a new CR-V-based hydrogen fuel cell SUV expected in 2026. This model combines battery electric driving for short trips with hydrogen refueling for long-distance travel. It's a unique approach, and while hydrogen infrastructure is still limited, Honda is betting it will grow in the next decade. Who should buy these cars? Breaking it down. Let's put ourselves in the shoes of future buyers. If you're a young professional looking for a stylish, efficient ride, the 2026 Civic or HR-V hybrid makes sense. If you want comfort and sophistication, the Accord hybrid is your go-to. Families who need space and reliability will naturally lean toward the CR-V, Pilot, or Odyssey. Enthusiasts will drool over the Prelude, while those ready for the EV lifestyle will find the Prologue and NY1 appealing. And for people who want utility but also care about fuel efficiency, the Ridgeline hybrid will be a solid choice. In other words, Honda isn't leaving anyone out. They're covering every buyer profile with something fresh and futuristic. Honda's long-term vision, 2030 and beyond. Honda has made a bold commitment. By 2040, they plan to sell only EVs and hydrogen fuel cell vehicles worldwide. The cars we've discussed today, from the Prologue to the Prelude, are stepping stones toward that goal. They're not just redesigning cars, they're reshaping the brand for a world where efficiency, sustainability, and smart technology aren't optional, they're essential. And what's refreshing about Honda is that they're doing it while keeping their cars fun, practical, and reliable. Closing thoughts. So that's part 2 of our journey into Honda's next-generation lineup. Together with part 1, we've now covered not just the 10 cars themselves, but also Honda's global strategies, technologies, and long-term future vision. From sporty coupes like the Prelude to family SUVs like the CR-V and futuristic EVs like the Prologue, Honda is showing us that its next chapter will be as exciting as its legendary past. Which part of Honda's future excites you most? The cutting-edge EV tech, the return of the Prelude, or maybe the hybrids that make everyday driving smarter and cleaner? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And as always, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Smart Ride Media. Stay tuned, because we'll keep bringing you the most in-depth looks at the cars shaping tomorrow. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.